Okay, so now we've come to the last video, I hope, and this is probably going to be one of the longer ones, so I'm sorry for that. But we're going to be showing you the new blocks and items that have been added to the game. So here is an example of an emerald block. You find them in the Extreme Hills biome. I have already said so in the last video, so check that one out. And if you have 9 of them, you can craft them into a nice lovely block, just like you can with diamonds and all that kind of good stuff. And here is an example of what the emerald looks like, and yeah, fantastic. Cool. Now on top of that, we also have some other new things. So we can see here that we've got something called the Ender Chest. If I go, hang on, time set 0. Lovely. Okay, so here is a nice lovely Ender Chest. All we have to do is put in our items, and you know, they'll be in there nice and safe. And we can have another Ender Chest, and all the items are going to be in there as well. So it's a nice way of, you know, having your items safely. So if you take 2 of these guys, you can, you can transfer your items between different areas. You can only mine them using a Silk Touch enchanted pickaxe, so that is one thing. And yeah, okay, something else that you need to know is how to craft it, I suppose. So if you grab an Eye of Ender and some obsidian, here we go, we'll grab out some obsidian, lovely, and you can craft it like so. You put the Eye of Ender in the middle, and you surround it with obsidian, and you get a nice lovely Ender chest. So reasonably cheap, but since you can't pick them up unless you've got a, a pickaxe with Silk Touch, and yeah. If you do mine it, they drop 8 obsidian. Wait, no, sorry. If you mine it with anything but a Silk Touch pickaxe, it will drop obsidian. So, yeah, it will drop 8 obsidian, and you'll have to get another Ender Eye. Okay. So, yes, you can take one to the Ender, and you can place a nice lovely chest in there. It would be a nice, easy way to, maybe you want to just take all your gear in here, you want to find a nice place in the Ender, you'll grab one of these chests and you'll take it over there. Either way, what you can do with them is, we'll grab out some of this stuff. You can explode things to them, they're explosion resistant, so that's cool too. And boom. And look at that, they're still there. So that stuff is pretty damn cool. It emits light and purple particles, but not all that much. And yeah, so that's pretty nice. Something else that we've got is the Tripwire. Yay! I did show you guys that in the last video to do with the little jungle buildings and stuff like that. The Tripwire, if you guys didn't watch that video, it's made like so. Go away. You have one Tripwire here and one Tripwire there, and you place string down between them that will set them. And you walk across them, and they will emit a redstone signal from the block that they are attached to. This string can be up to 40 blocks long, so a very long trap, depending on what you want to do with them. And yeah, they're pretty damn cool. They're made with an iron ingot on top of, give me a sec, iron ingot, where are you? There you are, 1 iron ingot. And we need a stick. So can we get a stick and a wooden plank, I think. This is the recipe that I have been led to believe works. I'm going to need a crafting table too. Okay, so we'll put this guy down. We need the iron ingot, we need the stick, and the oak plank, and that gives us 2 tripwire hooks, so, they give us a nice lovely pair. Go away! I should really have this actually, set up, that would be cool. TNT. Walk across that string now, I dare you. Go on, I dare you. Okay, anyway, we can move on now. So, we can place string down on the ground as decorative stuff, or we can, oh look, you went and did it. And boom. See, you shouldn't have done it, man. That's why you died. That is why you died. And this guy's just like, what the hell did you guys do to my house? Yeah, see? Bet you're regretting doing that now. So yes, it can be placed down as a nice decorative block. It can also get placed on top of itself, believe it or not. So I'm not really sure if that's meant to happen, but either way, it lets you put traps through the air, I guess. Okay, anyway, wooden logs. can now be placed in 3 different directions. So let's go ahead and grab some of this stuff. Now does that mean, yep, if you place it against a wall like so, you will have stuff like that. Oops. I guess your orientation matters to the block as well. Okay. So you can get campfire stuff as well. Go away. Why do you guys wreck my videos? Okay, so that's cool, or like so. And that'll, you know, do a lot more for the game, I guess. It's a nice way to, you know, add some stuff to the game. Either way. Very nice. Okay, and placement works pretty similar to pistons. So that is lovely. Now, if we grab out a furnace, what you can do is you can grab some wooden tools. Before now, you've been able to... I just got rid of the furnace, didn't I? Furnace... yeah. Before now, you were able to place any kind of wooden product into a furnace as fuel, except for wooden tools. Now, guess what happens if you do it now? We'll grab a nice, lovely piece of jungle wood. Bam! Look at that. A good, lovely way to recycle your old wooden tools, because, let's face it, who really uses them after, like, the first pickaxe to mine 3, you know, stone. Okay, so that is furnaces. Furnaces, or ice no longer creates water in the nether. Wow, really? That's kind of lame. But you can now place ice, you can now get ice again using silk touch with enchanted gear now, so, you know, that's something. But that's really annoying. The whole reason why people wanted silk touch to get ice was so that they could place it in the nether. Grr. Oh well. I know that the nether needs to be a, you know, lack of water and all that kind of business, but meh. Okay, what you can also do is you can use a silk touch pickaxe to get glass panes. That is obviously not a glass pane. Glass. So these little dudes, you just place them like so, and say you place it wrong, you'd be able to use a silk touch pickaxe to get that back. Very cool. Now if we scroll down on my nice little you know, thing I've got up next to here, we'll change that back up. Cool. And nether portals, they now leak into the overworld. So let's have a look at that. We'll go down to obsidian. We'll oops. And we'll just place a nice little portal up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Cool. And we can light this guy. So we'll get a flint and tinder. And there we go. So this is a portal that has, you know, been placed near these guys. And, 1 second. There we go. Okay. The nether portals now leak into the overworld now. Depending on difficulty, zombie pigmen may really spawn within them. So if I change my difficulty up to hard, it is possible that a pigman may spawn in there. So, you know, we may not even see it today, but at least it's something, you know. But nether portals are loud and noisy, so we're going to go away from that. Cool! Okay, now we have some new stuff. You can now create sandstone stairs, and a whole bunch of other stairs too, as far as I'm aware. Here we go, we've got oakwood stairs, so stairs now have their own proper name, oakwood. We've got stone stairs, we've got brick stairs, we've got stone brick stairs, which we've already had, like we've had a lot of these. Either way, we've just now got a whole bunch of stuff that we didn't have before. I've heard a lot of YouTubers complain about this actually. If you guys know Efo, I bet he'll be glad that he's got these. So look at that, very lovely. Huh, okay, now something else is, you can now place all kinds of things on this guy. Now that was the wrong spot, here we go. This is a top level slab, so along with the fact that mobs can now spawn on them, you can also now place redstone on them. So believe it or not, you couldn't do that before. You can place rails, you can place pressure plates, levers, doors, torches, repeaters, redstone dust, and beds, and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, anyway. But along with that, the redstone will not power things downward, because it's obviously got no space under there to do so. And, yeah. Okay, something else that's happened now is that water will slowly drip through leaves when it's raining. Okay, so let's see, slash toggle downpour. Is it downpour or downfall? Slash toggle downfall. So we toggle the downfall. According to this, yeah, when it's raining, leaves will now drip water. So that is pretty damn cool. Obviously, this one here won't because it's not touching the water directly. But yeah, pretty damn awesome. So let's turn that off again. Downfall. And apparently there was a thunder. Okay. Something else. Cauldrons will slowly fill up when it's raining. I'm not going to show you that. That's good enough to know. Dispensers can now dispense minecarts and boats. Okay. That's actually quite interesting. If we go over here, we'll get out a nice lovely dispenser and we'll get a boat. B-O-A. Cool. And we'll get out of that. So here we go. If we can chuck a nice lovely boat in there and a nice lever. And just like that, we get a nice lovely boat to ride around. So obviously you can do that with minecarts as well. Very damn awesome. Okay. And keep in mind that it will only place a boat if there's water there, and it will only place a minecart if there is a track in front of it. So good stuff to know. Time set 1. Yay, daytime. Okay. Something else, you may have noticed it during my other videos on the subject. We now have a new texture for gravel. I don't like it personally, but you know, it's there, it's something that we'll have to deal with, and they have given us a lot of other nice things, so you know, we'll live with it. We'll live with it this time. Okay, some other new things. These leaves now have a 1 in 200 chance of dropping cocoa beans. It's probably easier to just find some of this stuff, but you know, it's good to know that how, you know, normal trees may drop apples, these trees might drop cocoa beans. So there you go. Okay. Levers can now be placed on the ceiling. Wow, that has been a long time coming. Okay, here we go. Yay! That is cool. I like that. There we go. Yay! It's watching you. Looks like little security cameras, so that might be a nice little effect for map makers. Okay, now, also some new stuff. Wooden pressure plates are triggered by arrows. Okay, so let's get out a nice lovely wooden pressure plate. Maybe it's just called pressure plate. Come on. P-R-E, there we go, pressure plate. They should really have specific names. And then bow and arrow. I just destroyed the pressure plate. Not very organized. Okay, here we go. This is a pressure plate. This is a bow. This is me aiming a bow at a pressure plate. Look, it is now turned on. Yay, you can tell because it has redstone next to it that has been lit up. Yay, okay. Now, depending on difficulty, TNT will now give you different amounts of damage. So if you are on easy mode, you will get damaged 50% less than the normal amount. If you are on difficulty normal, TNT will damage you the same amount as before. And if you are on hard mode, you will get damaged 33% more. Okay, 33% more than normal. Okay, fantastic. I've already shown you cocoa beans, and cocoa beans can be grown instantly with bone meal, so that's pretty simple. Cookies now give you a full hunger point. So if we go game mode, /game mode, and I can't spell game mode 0, and I don't know what the thing for cookie is. Damn it. Oh well, either way, you get the idea. Game mode. Cookies will now give you a full hunger point. So like the little pork chops that show up down here, they'll give you one of those. Yay. What you can do now is grow nether warts here. So if we grab out some slow sand, or soul sand, sorry. soul sand and nether wart, which is under materials or something. Brewing? No, maybe. Okay, nether wart. Here we go. So all we have to do is place down this guy, and we can now grow these guys in this world now. I think the thing with lighting still applies, I'm not really sure. That guy is standing on my stuff. Bone meal, can we grow it with bone meal? Probably not, but we'll test it anyway. Nope, you can't grow it with bone meal. That's okay though. And yeah, that's pretty cool. I've shown you the recipe for the book and the book and quill, so that's fine. I've shown you written books, written books can be sold to villagers, believe it or not. I'm not sure who would request these kinds of things, but apparently they do. So that is nice and lovely. Oh my god, really? You can now stack buckets up to 16. Yes! Look at all this. I may have to change to game mode 0. So you will... you can right click this, and something is happening here with buckets that appears to be lagging a little bit. Not really sure what the deal is there. Either way, you are on single player mode, you can stack buckets up to 16, and yeah, it's fantastic. And stack buckets work just like glass bottles do, in case you didn't know. On top of that, you can now have signs stack up to 16, which I am mightily glad about as well. So we'll go over to signs. See, it stacks up to 16, fantastic. Crafting now gives 3 signs instead of 1, so that is very cool as well. Golden apple has 2 crafting recipes now. One of them you use golden nuggets for, so let's see, nugget, here we go, and gold. One of them is for gold, and apple. So here we go, we'll grab out a crafting table too. Okay, so let us show you this new recipe. What you can do is place your nice lovely apples in the center, and you can surround it with gold nuggets, and you get a nice lovely golden apple. Very cool, right? Yes, we'll go game mode 0. And now what this guy does, if you have a munch on him, you can see that you get a nice lovely regeneration buff. However, you can also grab these guys, and you put the apple in the middle. Keep in mind that it is only for block of gold, you can't use gold bars, which is a shame, but oh well. And you right click him, and it fills you up a little bit of hunger, but then it also gives you regeneration 4, which is a lot stronger than other regenerations. You can get resistance for 5 minutes for both fire resistors. You get resistance for 5 minutes and fire resistance for 5 minutes. So, very cool. Spawners are, you know, you can use map editors in order to change mob spawners. I can't show you that right now during the video, but just keep in mind that this is mostly for map editors and all that kind of stuff. Boats are no longer able to be broken on lily pads. Instead, they run straight through the lily pad, and the lily pad will break instead. So that's kind of nice. Lily pads were the most dangerous piece of, you know, water product, I guess. And now we can finally break all those little buggers. So very cool. Apparently the boat is now less glitchy and more responsive now. So that's fantastic. They've increased the maximum speed, so they've made it, you know, actually useful to use them. When exiting, player will be moved from the boat. And when broken by the player, they will now drop the whole boat. So you remember you could break the boat before, and it would only give you wood. If you break it personally, you get to keep the whole boat. So, you know, that means that you don't have to worry about, you know, storing boats in the water for later use, or maybe you want to go to another side of an island or something like that. Either way, you get to keep the boat, which is very cool. And it's pretty much the same rules for minecarts. When on rails, they can be accelerated a bit while sitting in them, and when exiting, the player will be moved from the minecart. So just like how we right-clicked here, we were moved a little bit further away, so the boat got to keep its position. That was cool. The same kind of thing will happen with minecarts. Okay, that is pretty much it for, what are we just talking about? All the blocks and items changes that have happened within, you know, between 1.2.5 and 1.3. So I want to thank you for watching this whole episode if you managed to get this far. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys next time, and I think I will be talking about the changes to do with mobs. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.